Hi Robert, hope you're good matey. Just a quick video really, like I mentioned I would send over to you, so just a quick one about a few, a bit about your websites, a bit of feedback on that, and just a few minor improvements you can make really, and then I'll show you about getting it ranked and getting it coming up in front of the right people to, to get you more customers and more income obviously. So first of all, easy looking on the eye when you first catch hold of it. I like the blue that you've put on there. I like that you've got your name in big letters there, that you've got a clickable email address, and that you've also got a clickable phone number, which is great for a mobile phone, and obviously a few links to your social media pages, which is good. Obviously clear windows here, clear menus of, what services you offer. Nice pictures on the slideshow that you've got going on down there. Obviously a few clickable links to take you to different pages, to go into more detail about the services that you offer. A few reviews, which always go down well in anyone's, your reviews are massively important in terms of, people calling you, so good that you've got a few on there. And then contact you now for free and obligation quotes. Got your phone number at the bottom of there again, just to remind people it's there. What I would say is I could do a bit more text on the home page, because that's your most powerful page of any website. And, it'd be good to see a contact form in there for potential customers. They think people want easy. And if you've got a contact form right there, slap bang, as soon as you get onto your website homepage, it makes it a lot easier for a customer to, just to type in a few details and get in touch with you really. Yeah, cool. So, move on to the ranking side of things now, mateys, right? So let's look at window cleaners and say what comes up if you type that in on Google. So top 3 in this, what we call the Google Map Pack or 3-pack. It's got different names. You've got Sunshine Window Cleaning, Gemini and Johnson's, who I'm sure you've probably come across and seen, you probably were your competition. And then just a bit below that in the maps, you come up just, number 4, so just outside of the maps, just outside the top 3, so not a million miles away. And then in the organic listings, which are these sort of ones below that, you can see you've got number 2, Sunshine, number 3, Gemini. You've got a couple again, AC window clean, and then you get to number 10. It's a bit weird because a minute ago you came up at number 10 there. So let me just see if that changes when I refresh my screen. That's a bit weird. But you could have been number 10 anyway, so not a million miles off the top spot anyway, which is good, which is very good, matey. What does that mean to you? They're really getting, in terms of customers. Well, here's a bit of research that is done through, head over to moz.com and have a look at it. This is a bit of research they've done as to, this is for a personal injury lawyer, who clicks where, when they're on the page. So you might have seen Google AdWords, they tend to be, they're at the top of the page usually if someone's paying for ads. A few people click on there, but not too many. You can see the Google Map Pack here, number 1. That's getting, this red here. You can see there they're getting the most clicks. It goes without saying they're getting the most clicks. They're number 1. And then number 1 in the organic listings, they're getting lots and lots of clicks. So how do you get there? How do you get your website into there? First, well, there's three main things that are worth concentrating on that I do, all websites that I take care of. So that the first one would be text. And content. I mentioned that, you could do more on your homepage. If you type in, I always use as an example, so if you type in the word lion into Google, first thing that comes up on a search result is Wikipedia. Before the film Lion came out in 2016, I used to use this phrase because lion, just the word lion, would come up with Wikipedia number 1. But since the film's come out, it comes up as the film, but nonetheless, it's still Wikipedia comes up. Let's click on this. Why does Wikipedia come up? I'm sure you're asking me, Robert. Look, I'm sure you've been on Wikipedia at least once in your life. You'll see there's so much content on there, lots and lots and lots of content. Google likes content. It's, Google content's your friend, so don't be afraid of, getting 500 or 1,000 words on your homepage. And not any content, it has to be content that includes certain keywords, that you may want to be found for. For example, window cleaners in sale. To get into these maps, We do citations, which is basically listing your business's name, address and phone number on different directories online. For example, Yale.com, Thomson, etc. There's hundreds. I use this program called Whitespark. Head over there and have it take a quick look yourself. I've typed in window cleaners and sale. It's just unfortunately it's not working tonight, which is not a great example. But if you see, I've got all these other websites that I've done research for, and I've basically developed my own list of brilliant citations that where I list all businesses on when I'm doing this for them. Something you can, like I said, you can do all this yourself really, but something that I do on a day-to-day basis. You can see, for example, it's the recent one I did, December actually. Chimney sweep Cheshire for a new chimney sweep client of mine. I found 180 citation sources. The average companies that I've seen seem to have, I can't obviously see us right now with your competition because it's not coming up, but it tends to be sort of between 10 and maybe 20. I mean, I've got a list of sort of 40, 50, 60, and then, access to plenty more. The third and final, the biggest and most important would be backlinks, which is votes from other people's websites. So if I used, let's see the number one. So number one was Sunshine Window Cleaner. They're the ones you want to, emulate, copy and, copy what they're doing and beat them. So for example, with the citation, we'd copy what, the citation, the listings where they're on, and we just do more than them. That's easily done because I've got a list of so many that I use that I tried and tested. Backlinks, we'd look, I've typed in Sunshine Window Cleaner.co.uk, typed in their domain name, and we see, what backlinks they've got. We can sort of spy on the competition here, Rob, but, see what they've got going on to get them where they are online and copy them and just do more than them. It's as simple as that. Backlinks, so you only got 2 backlinks altogether. I've looked at this before. I've showed you, I've made this video anyway, but, just 2 backlinks, Snap Local. They're basically votes back from our website. That's how Google looks at a crowd. Who are your friends, and how many friends have you got in the right places? They've only got two here, and they're both from the same website. They're not going to be great. All we have to, I've got a ton of backlinks that I've gathered from research and getting businesses high up in the ranks on Google, so plenty of them to go at. But if you were to do it yourself, you could look at, other companies like Gemini. You can go onto here yourself, Robert, and just type it in, and, they'll be able to find out, where they're listed and get yourself listed in the same places where you can do. An example, last but not least, an example of one of my clients. So I'll do a local one who's sale as well. I know you're sale based, I'm sale based. Plumber in sale. So if you type in plumber in sale or, sale plumbers, variety of words of, plumbers in sale, basically. This website here, Sale Plumbers, is my website that a client of mine has. And number one on the organics. Robert, I hope you've enjoyed this. I look forward to catching up with you soon. Cheers.